Hey y'all, hey, it's Nephtara back with another channeled reading for you, the collective, of which I myself am a part of. How you like them apples? So, happy full moon in Gemini, lovelies. I have a Gemini rising, so I've already decluttered my space for the day. Finally got the clothes that were waiting by the front door off to donation. I've got a couple items I'm going to consign because, you know, they're really, really nice items and I don't think they are appropriate for donations. I'm going to consign those tomorrow. But today it's like I'm decluttering my space so that I can declutter my mind and have the plans that are inside of me just kind of coalesce, right? So that's what I'm up to today. I've had an acupressure session. I'm going to go back for another acupressure session after I share this message with y'all. And I'm gonna do my nails today. We just gonna do that thing. We're gonna do that thing for ourselves, for our environment. That's what we're gonna do. Heavy on the purge and release energy, right? So also sharing Mercury stations direct today. Again, I have a Gemini rising, full moon in Gemini. So something they want me to talk to you guys about today is being a survivor. I am a survivor. I'm a survivor. Okay. And, you know, I used to hear that word and be like, survivor of what? Like, I really used to be that way. I am a survivor. I'm a survivor of many things, situations, circumstances, and health issues. So this is your warning that this entire reading is going to be a trigger warning. Okay. And so if you are a fellow survivor and you are, you know, at that point of your healing journey where you cannot hear about someone else's journey, please do not listen to this reading until you can, okay? If you're a survivor yourself or you're not a survivor and you're like, oh, I just want to know what's up, come on in, right? Look, I'm a survivor of assault, abuse of all kinds, mental, emotional, and physical, okay? Earlier this year, my life was being threatened, and I reached out to my friends and loved ones and said, hey, I need help. I'm dealing with something that could cost me my life. And unfortunately, one person got on the phone with me and said, I can, this is how I can help. Unfortunately, no one else asked how they could help. And listen, I don't know, you know, listen, if someone called you and said, hey, my life is being threatened, I'm in danger, you know, what would you do? What would you do? And I think that's a really real question we need to ask ourselves. We live in an age of school shootings. We live in an age of just violence. There's just extreme violence all over the world right now. And if someone that you cared about called and said, hey, I'm experiencing something, what would you do? Okay, that's the situation I was in myself earlier this year. I was in an extreme situation. And again, one person said, hey, I heard what you said. I'm concerned. I can help like this. Is this going to be helpful for you? And it was helpful at the time. And so I accepted the help. And then, obviously, I trusted my ancestors, my guides, my angels, my whole spirit team to get myself and my children out of that very real, very dangerous situation, okay? And once, you know, my kids and I were in a safe space, at a safe place, I immediately had to deal with, wow, the people that were in my life were not in my corner. And just in a very real and visceral way. Not even existential. Like, no, like when it, like boots on the ground, down in the trenches, it's life or death. These people are not in my corner. And I just had to deal with that, yeah? So shout out to the person who actually did help me. Today is their birthday. So, you know, happy birthday to you. You know who you are. Today's your birthday. It's you. You helped me. And look, you know, in the scheme of things, at the time, you may have thought this isn't a lot. This is all I can do. But baby, when you're the only person who helps, it's the world. It's the world, okay? So some of you listening have been in that situation. Some of you are survivors like me, where you've survived a lot of things, whether it's an eating disorder, an abusive relationship, a narcissistic relationship. Like, it doesn't matter. Where someone was actually threatening your life. You're being held at knife point, gunpoint, whatever it is. You're facing homelessness, starvation, whatever it is. You've survived. You've made it through. And in making it through, it left you very present to who is and isn't in your corner. Yeah? The runes that came out, you guys know Athila. This is like your ancestors, straight up. This is what your ancestors left you, both in your DNA and your spiritual inheritance, right? We have Dagas for your intuition, the light within, and we have Kaunas again for fire and knowledge. So if I just had to rough read this rune set, I'd be like, your ancestors left you a massive spiritual inheritance that includes wisdom and your intuition. Do not discount these things. One of the things I really love and appreciate about Pluto moving from Capricorn into Aquarius is a spiritual inheritance like this is now obviously valuable, okay? Aquarius is all about information, and when you have the type of information that comes from within, it's not from a newspaper, it's not from Google, it's a knowing that you have, and that knowing is spot on because it's coming to you from the other realms. Baby, that's priceless. The age of Capricorn, it was all like, oh, well, if it's not money, it's not valuable. If I can't count it, it's not real. Thank God we're out of that mess, okay? So for those of you who are survivors, you actually, in your healing process, you're going to recognize that you have gained a lot. There's no way you can go through something as pivotal and life-changing as you've gone through and not come out a different person. And likewise, it's not possible for you to experience that life-changing, those life-changing events and circumstances and have wisdom, which is knowledge plus experience, not become one of your main tools. Now, look, you guys know I'm an OG in the world of transformation, transpersonal psychology. I'm a published author. So when it comes down to your subconscious to shadow work, I literally am a professional. I'm an expert. I'm an authority in the field, okay? And I can tell you there's so many disciplines out there between ontology, psychology, that will tell you that being a survivor means XYZ. And then what you need to do is ABC. And there's nothing wrong with those types of contexts and conversations. And in my experience, a lot of them bypass the very real necessity of you being alone to do some healing. Okay? So when you're a survivor, some of your healing comes from being with other people, other survivors. Okay? Some of your healing comes from being alone and being able to just process what happened to you. Right? Because if you're not around the right people, if you're around someone who actually helped perpetrate the abuse or condones the abuse by saying it's not that big of a deal, right? You guys have been around those people, unfortunately. It's difficult to heal in those spaces, okay? Because you start to second guess yourself. Well, maybe it wasn't as bad as I thought. Maybe I was making a mountain out of a molehill. No. When you sit alone with your intuition, your ancestors, and your guides, they let you know the real. No, this is what you were dealing with. This is what it was. It's true. And it was traumatic, okay? So, I really feel like this is coming through because it's a full moon. And full moon is when we typically release energies that we've gained over the past lunar cycle. And so it's like what wants to come. Listen now, I'm not messing with y'all. 3 of y'all came out. I don't know who the other one was. I'm definitely taking those 2. But give me that one more. We're pulling goddess energy, right? Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. This full moon is wanting to release trauma, okay? And if you think I'm making it up, if you think I'm playing a game, if you think this isn't real, I just went to pull a goddess card and I pulled 3 goddess cards. I pulled 3. Boom. Me and this woman got a history together. Lilith, if you don't know, now you know. Oya, listen now. What I tell you. We're not done yet. The archetype of the Shadow Master. This is who you are. When you've been through trauma and you've survived it, you become the Shadow Master. You've been able to transmute and alchemize your pain into purpose. And if you haven't, I can help you with that. If you're still in a place where you're like, hey, I don't know about purpose, it's just still painful, I can help you with that, okay? That's literally what I'm here on earth to do. Because here's the deal. Nobody talks about this. Trauma and pain is a part of the human process. It was not always, and it will not always be, and at this time it is, and that's something we get to accept. At this time, trauma, pain, and suffering is a part of what it is to be human. Ascending, this ascension path, this spiritual path, is for those of us who've been who volunteered to come and say, hey, we're willing to change the course of humanity. We're willing to shift what it is to be human, and we're willing to help humanity write a brand new story around what it is, and take suffering, pain, and trauma out of our narrative, okay? But suffering, pain, and trauma didn't just end up in our narrative overnight. So to heal and process it out of our collective space is going to take shadow workers like ourselves, okay? There's a decent number of shadow workers on the planet. There really, really are, and it's a beautiful thing to see. I remember when I first stepped into my calling, I told Spirit, what the hell is this? Nobody's doing this. I don't know anything about this. Are you sure? Is this even a real purpose? Like, I was like, what the hell? I didn't get doctor, lawyer, judge. What? I got what? What's that? What you call it again? And Spirit said, just because you haven't seen it done doesn't mean it doesn't exist, and it doesn't mean it's not needed. I was in my early 20s. I was still so deep in my shadows, I couldn't possibly understand what the hell was going on. All I knew at the time was whatever I was dealing with was a part of my purpose. And then I lived the next 20 years around people who kept telling me that everything about my life was wrong. Well, no shit, Sherlock. But apparently, this is also what it's supposed to be. My life is supposed to be what you're calling wrong. And notice how I say that, what you're calling wrong. It puts me in mind of that song, Take Me to Church by Hozier, right? Like, that, it just gives, okay? Lilith. Keyword for Lilith is freedom. Affirmation, I am free to be me. When I tell you that this year, my life was on the line, there were people coming for me. Like, what they wanted was my life. I can't stress that enough. And I already told you it was a trigger warning. 2 goddesses met me there. Lilith was one and Hecate was the other. That's how deep in the shadow realm I was. If you are so blessed that you don't know what it's like to be hunted, targeted, attacked, please know that every breath you utter should be laced with gratitude. Because I am someone who knows that life in every moment of my existence is immersed in gratitude. Because I'm still here. I'm still delivering these messages. I'm still out here healing people. I'm still out here healing myself. I'm still on my path. I'm still on my purpose. Okay? Lilith says, you're being asked to free yourself from any situation or relationships that are hindering you. It's time to share your magic with the world. You have the divine right to act, speak, and think how you want without anything holding you back. Freedom means that you can grow and change without being constrained. People and situations continuously change. Give yourself and others the freedom to develop in life and change their minds. This may mean freeing yourself from your own high expectations or leaving a dead-end job that causes you nothing but stress and pain. However this manifests itself for you, Lilith is opening the door for you to walk through. To work with Lilith. Release a high and unreasonable expectation you have. Watch documentaries or meditate on owls and snakes. You know we love a snake around here. Go for a walk somewhere that you can see an expansive horizon and experience a glimpse of freedom. Shame. Back when I used to live in Asheville, North Carolina, there's this spot. I used to live downtown Asheville. And there's this spot where I could go and, oh my goodness, I could look over West Asheville into Tennessee. When I tell you, that's how I like to start every morning back then. Because it's like, no matter how big or bad I thought my problems were, looking at that expansive horizon helped me keep it in perspective. Like, wow, it can't be that bad. Look, the world is bigger. Right? It really helped me to get perspective on myself, what I was dealing with, all of it. So if you have that available to you, if you have the ability to go outside and see something expansive, a horizon that's bigger than the buildings around you, please, 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 please go do that. Okay? Oya. You guys know Oya? I love Oya. Keyword is breakthrough. Affirmation, I am open to receiving the breakthrough I need. Y'all, there's a thing. Not to mention all these ladies showing up are in that black. You guys see that? It's like black dress, red hair. That's what it's giving. Okay, y'all, I get excited. When I shadow work, I just get excited. I get excited. Okay, Oya literally means she who tore. She is the Orisha of storms and destruction of the Yoruba people of West Africa, the personification of the Niger River, and she can shapeshift into a water buffalo. She is the Dark Mother, the sentinel between the realm of life and death. Okay? All right. Oya has arrived today because you are in desperate need of a breakthrough in your life, and you are getting in your own way. Breakthroughs are not always clean or comfortable, and often come with change and destruction. However, what you will be able to achieve after the breakthrough will be worth it. Get comfortable as things shift and change around you. You may find that the people that you hang around with change or that your priorities move. This is normal and needed. Level up your entire life and see just how much this move gets your motivation going. Work with Oya. Spend time outside when it's windy and let all of the air blow the static out of your aura. Make a plate out of air-dried clay and then smash it on the concrete. Or help a friend knock down a wall or take some boxing classes. Safely meditate on sounds of thunder and lightning. Y'all, Lilith and Oya is giving tower. Y'all know it. Watch a tower come out in this. When we pull the tarot, it's giving tower. But you know, with the Thela, Dagas, and Kanas out here as the runes, this is divine. This tower is divine. This tower is like literally breaking you out of a jail that you didn't know you were in. Okay? Okay, the Shadow Master. And you guys, in this particular deck, the very first time I read this deck, this is the card that I pulled, and I was like, oh, that's me. From the tattoos to, you know, I'm the Shadow Queen to, it's just me, all just me. Them skulls, it's all me. So I love it. Keyword here is integration. Affirmation, today and every day, I move towards wholeness. The Shadow Master is not afraid to hold a mirror up to herself and see what needs to be brought into the light and integrated. She's done the hard work in her spiritual journey before, and she knows she will have to do it again in the future. The Shadow Master is coming to your reading today as you're going through a period of integration. It may not be a very comfortable experience, but it is one that is worth going through. All shadow journeys are the road to new knowledge, skills, and wholeness, and require all parts of ourselves to be broken open for the new to be integrated. The discomfort that you are feeling will not last forever. Soon you will have incorporated what you need into your daily routine, life, or spiritual practice, and you'll find equilibrium. Release what is no longer serving you to make room for something new to come. Bring your spirituality to everything that you do. Walk a labyrinth or conduct meditations with labyrinths to journey within yourself. Ashe. So as I was reading that one, I was taken to the Wizard of Oz and actually went out and got the movie because I want to watch it with my kids. You know, my daughter is into Wicked everything right now. If it ain't Wicked, it ain't good. That's how she feels. And she's an Elphaba girl, okay? What do I get? We're an Elphaba family. Y'all already know what it is over here. But, you know, I'm taken to the Wizard of Oz like, hey, Dorothy's journey, and the Wizard of Oz, the Wiz, you guys, there's a Muppet Wizard of Oz. However you like your tea, you can get it with the Wizard of Oz, okay? Read the book. I don't give a fuck. Get the story. One of the messages of the Wizard of Oz is Dorothy gets to Oz, and she has to do and go through a lot of different spaces before she gets to the Emerald City, right? She first gets there and she meets the kids, the Lollipop Guild. Okay. And from there, she goes, who does she get to first? I think the Scarecrow, then the Tin Man, and then the Cowardly Lion. And what I was getting from the Shadow Master is, look, well, all of it. Lilith, Oya, the Shadow Master is like, look, along your path, don't get stuck in any one place. Don't get stuck in the field of poppies. Don't get stuck here. Don't get stuck there, right? Dorothy could have stopped in the field with the Scarecrow. She could have stopped where she found the Tin Man. She could have stopped where she found the lion. She didn't. She kept going. She really wanted to make it to the Emerald City. And then once she got her whole entourage, right? So it's her, Toto, Tin Man, Scarecrow, Lion. That's when they get to the field of poppies. Let me tell you, a lot of y'all have been stuck in the field of poppies. I already know, because I've been there myself. You know, it's like you lay down for a quick nap, and next thing you know, goddamn 20 years is going by. Oh my God. You're like, wait, what? Huh? Who? Where? Okay. This energy in this reading is giving the wake up, the shake up, the breakup, the breakdown for the breakthrough. Okay. It's a tower. And this is a tower that you need. You need this tower. You need this tower to shake the opium out of your veins. You need this tower to sober you up. Yes? Yes. Crowsight. We've had crowsight before. Is that it? We don't go to crowsight. Y'all got anything else? Because I didn't expect crowsight. I don't know what I was expecting, but I tell you what. Let me look. Lilith, Oya, Othela, the Shadow Master. Dagas and Kaunas. I didn't expect passion, but there's something there. And I've learned enough to take it. Let's go. Let's go with crowsight, y'all. Let's get surprised. Let's get surprised. Let's let go of what we think we know and get surprised. How about that? How about that? Okay. Crowsight. The Master Crystal Deva Ulu Ra'el. If crowsight has come to you today, it is time to look at the lower chakra system from the solar plexus down to the base for the balance of passion. Passion is crucial to the solar plexus for direction, self-love, and identification in the world. Passion is crucial at the sacral for co-creation, creativity, freedom, and choice. Passion is crucial at the base chakra for sexuality, raw physical direction, and physical life mastery. Aha, there it is, direction. Remember, as you explore passion, that blind passion shows a lack of mastery and the presence of ego. Addiction is the extreme of blind passion, unchecked, while depression is the extreme lack of passion expressed in life. As with all things, balance is the key. The principal rule is do what you love, not what the world would have you do. Passion is personal. Share it with those you love and those who love you. Okay. We're going to dig deeper into crowsight because it's the second time we've pulled this card. And I think there's something deeper for us to get from it. So let's go a little bit deeper. Crowsight is a bright, fiery orange-red stone that can be quite transparent. Its crystals are slender and quite needle-like, usually disorganized to the eye, cutting and running through each other. It is not found in many localities around the world, and the nicest pieces come from Tasmania, displaying a bright orange-red color that is rare in the mineral kingdom. Red like all these goddesses here, I guess. Crowsight is the crystal of passion. It empowers animalistic expression through sexuality and creativity more than any other crystal on earth. It is able to carry fire into old relationships, correct impotence and infertility, open up the pathways of creativity, and allow the recovery of personal power after distress. There it is. I just got chills. There it is. That's what this is. Of the minerals available to us that address sexuality, no other addresses the primal instinct as directly as this one, even increasing the sensitivity of the reproductive organs and aiding in the tone of the muscles in the area. Everything that crowsight does, it does in a very powerful, physically active way. It addresses passion at many levels, not just in relation to sexuality, thus can be called into action when the flame has gone out for anything that makes up an important part of your existence. This crystal calls the highest energies into base and lower energy centers to facilitate movement and transition when needed, and is able to facilitate movement from one state to another. Ooh. In Atlantean times, crowsight was utilized with amethyst and garnet as a euthanasia stone, facilitating the movement from one life to the next. Y'all, you can't make it up. At the physical level, crowsight is a master of male and female reproductive disorders, including infertility, ovarian cysts, and hormonal imbalance. This is a doorway stone when paired with black obsidian to the ancient Egyptian cat goddess Bast, and is a potent stone of tantric practice. the Lady of the Sun will answer in this stone's presence. This is so, so good, you guys. So good. The affirmation, my fire shines brightly. I express passionately. My fire shines brightly. I express passionately. You guys, this is so good. This is like echoing was it yesterday or maybe the day before when I shared, like, you know, part of my purpose is to be here and be sexy. Like that's what it's given. That is what it's given. And my own background was, I grew up in a very southern, very religious home. And so sexiness is just not what we do. And it is absolutely a part of my purpose and path here. So, crow sight. Ulu Ra El. Yeah, so now I'm just picturing this fiery orange light. It's actually moving through my crown down to my perineum. I'm allowing that fiery orange light to just bathe my entire aura. Releasing what's stagnant. Bringing in the freedom and breakthrough of Lilith and Oya. Allow me to retrieve personal power after any distress or trauma, because that's how this reading opened, was the ancestors wanting us to dig in around being a survivor. So this is so good, you guys. I have a collective of survivors. Who knew? All right. Archangel Michael, Ascended Masters, Gods and Goddesses, Ancestors, Legions of the Highest Light. Just be with us now as we move through these spaces of growth and development. Okay, what do you guys want to do? You ready for tarot? You want to do some oracle first? Do you want a medicine card? Okay, let's get a medicine card. All right. Okay, so we've already probably triggered a lot of things for lots of things have been triggered here. But I think this is good. This is release. This is full moon release energy, right? Right. So we're going to get a shamanic medicine card. And we'll move on to some oracle and then tarot. Yeah. That was pretty quick. Yeah. Tree people, sustenance, air, creativity. I love that creativity is coming out so much in our readings recently. And I love this. I'm not going to just show it a bunch, but I love that the air creativity form is one that is quite sensual, right? Let's start with tree people, sustenance. Get this medicine, you guys. Hey, you guys. You guys know the goodies? Okay. Ancient and old, the standing ones have been with us since our beginning. Trees are the wisdom keepers. They hold and support birds, animals, and insects, and are the lungs of the planet. Their exhalation is our inhalation. These sustainers of life are wonderful gateways to the other worlds, as tree spirits are multidimensional. When tree people appears, you are invited to traverse the lower and upper worlds of the spirits and ancestors. Do you feel the trees talk to you on some level as you walk amongst them? Do you speak with them or give them a hug? You've been chosen as a custodian of the earth and have a responsibility to the tree spirits. How often have you sat against a tree, closed your eyes, and journeyed as you became one with its spirit? To be one with the tree awakens the spirit within you. Within every tree resides medicine that can help you through life's journeys. Get to know the trees and draw from the resources as and when required. Tree people will support you and help you sustain all you need on your quest. Trees have long been revered and respected. Trees have long been a revered and respected part of myth, many of which are still with us today. Yggdrasil is the ancient Norse tree of life. The tree of knowledge is spoken of in Genesis. Trees are sacred in India, and some are found in the very heart of temples. The Bodhi tree is said to have protected Buddha. Sacred groves are considered living temples and places of refuge. We've definitely had this medicine before. Tree people speaks. Standing tall, often ignored, branches cut down, chopped and sawed, healed beneath an oak or yew, energies flow to sustain you. That's beautiful. I have two oak trees that I hug and talk to on my daily walks. And it's been rainy the past couple days, like way too rainy to really get out there. See if I can. I'm missing my trees. Air. Water break. The winds of change billow as air fills your wings and directs your journey. Work with this medicine through meditation and connection with the astral world. The power of air sweeps through your imagination, gracing you with fresh ideas and awakening your creative juices. Disregard doubts about your ability, as your fears will blow you off course. Instead, breathe in inspiration, stand firmly in the eye of the storm, and know your ideas and visions are valid. When you truly get creative, a gateway to real magic opens and beckons you to a world you have been longing to discover. Call upon air to assist you with all aspects of ingenuity. Paint, draw, write, dance, and be free as the creative spirits of air fuel your imagination, encouraging you to make wishes and to dream big. You are being urged to take your head out of the clouds and leap into action, so that air can usher in all that is needed for you to fly towards your goals. This is a time of fertility, as air blows you towards new beginnings. Throw caution to the wind and watch as your visions manifest into reality. The element of air is vital for our survival, for without it we would all perish. On a very deep level, each breath in reminds us of our communion with nature. All living beings are dependent on air for their existence. Air governs the magic of the four winds. It is the common denominator that binds all things together, from tempestuous winds, hurricanes, and tornadoes to a fresh, gentle breeze. This element is the breath of life, from our first breath of birth to our last. Air speaks. Upon the breeze, whispers talk, parachute, skydive, hilly walk. Air fuels the mind, brings clarity, enhancing creativity. Ashe. You guys, Woman in Gemini, it's an air sign, but you already know that. I love to see it coming out with crowsight. I love, the tree people, hey, their exhalation is our inhalation. This is about breathing new life into your life, okay? Breathing new life into your life. Let's get some oracles out here. I feel like we already got a lot, but hey, this is so funny. You didn't hear me shuffle because these three cards, you're like, oh, we're here. No, we're ready. We're ready. No, we're here. We're here. Okay, let's take them in order. 30, the Horseman, Herald of Change. Dun, 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 dun. I love this card. This is the Tower card, for real. It's so great. 31, boom, 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 boom. In the hand, the universe is your partner. 30, 31, things are just lining up. Okay, the universe is your partner. You were in the hand, lining up for you, baby. And, Joyful Muse, 33. You guys think the number 3 is significant? I think the number 3 is significant. Is the number 3 significant? I feel it. I'm feeling the number 3. Inspiration, Joyful Muse. Yo, it's just giving. It's just giving. And you guys know how I feel about my colors. It's just giving. I'm excited. This reading is so freaking juicy. Juicy, juicy, juicy. I love juicy readings. I did just clap it out. It's okay. You can handle it. Okay. Gosh, part of me is like, we already know. But I'm going to go in, because it is a full moon reading. I'm going to go in. We're going to pick it up. You guys, I cannot make this up. 30, 31, and 33. And I think, yesterday's reading was about alignment? Yeah, because we were aligning for this full moon. Look at that. Look at there. Look at there. Look at here. Look at here. Yes, and y'all, we had horned cactus yet. We had 29 yesterday. We had horned cactus. I remember that. I remember it. Ugh, I just love it. Okay, Horseman. When the Horseman appears, he is inviting you to spread the good news. Everybody already knows the bad news. Your task is to point out the beautiful when others see only the ugly. Note the possible, no matter how implausible it may seem. This does not mean becoming giddy or blindly optimistic, but rather reminding yourself that every storm cloud has a silver lining. Right, Oya? Become a herald of the positive. Put away the fatalistic attitude, the dire predictions, the dreadful expectations about our world or about your life. Declare the arrival of a new and better you. Proclaim that you have risen from the realms of the dead, woken from a long and dreadful slumber, what I tell you about them field of poppies, and are back on the world stage. The show is on again. The horseman cautions you to not allow your exuberance to become hollow or trivial. Be sure that there is substance to the news you spread, and you're willing to live up to the expectations you raise. The world will welcome you with open arms as you share an uplifting message. Heed the horseman when he shows up once, for he bears good news and is announcing a prosperous and peaceful time. If you heed his warnings, all will turn out well. Okay? 31. In the hand, the universe is your partner. Something amazing happens when you contemplate your intimate relationship with your higher power. How do you engage it? Perhaps you might have seen things through the influence of your religious background, or you may have been exposed to other ways of making that connection real for you. It doesn't matter the source of your understanding. What matters is what works for you. For example, if you believe in a punitive God, you'll be afraid of punishment for your transgressions. If you believe in a version of a higher power that blesses you, you may find it easier to surrender to a relationship of radical trust. Right now, if you imagine relaxing, curled up in the hands of the divine, how does that make you feel? Can you then turn over your needs and desires to that divine power and trust that you're safe and secure and don't have to do anything at all to feel that way? Grace is activated in your life right now. You're in good hands. Your work, family, relationships, home, everything. You've done all you can. So now is the time to rest and recharge instead of producing, doing, acting, strategizing. A hot tea, a good book, and a soft blanket are in order. I love it. I love just getting confirmation that, the universe is co-creating with you. Chill out, relax. Do what there is for you to do, right? And sometimes what there is for you to do is relax, right? When I tell you, say I'm doing my nails, doing some acupressure, I'm going to do some inner child journaling today. I've got my markers out for coloring and drawing. That's what there is for me to do. I might make a bracelet. That's what I'm doing, okay? Joyful Muse. The Joyful Muse invites you to be more playful, to have more mirth and joy in your life. You have become boring to yourself, even as others continue to find you interesting. Circumstances have dulled your edge, and it's time to change. Not the things around you, but your attitude. Blow a morning kiss to yourself in the mirror. Smile to a stranger. Wink to a child. Be mildly but elegantly inappropriate. The Joyful Muse is a source of inspiration, a wild and disruptive feminine force that compels you to invite more pleasure and delight into your life. Can you give yourself permission to be mischievous and find the humor in the tragedy while careful not to become frivolous? The power of this muse will shake up everything around you and invite you to create beauty and grace out of your pain and tragedy you perceive in areas of your life. The Joyful Muse often comes at a time when darkness prevails and the future seems dour. Embrace her gifts, being playful without being silly. Invite the child inside you to come out for a play date, and he or she will help you to return to your innate innocence. The place have never been there, never done that, even if it's the same routine you wake up to every morning. I love that, y'all. It's just like Survivor. It's just giving Survivor and you won. Because you get that no matter what you've been through, no matter what you've experienced, you survived it, you won. You won. You won. Listen, for me, my victory this year, I'm still alive. I won. I'm alive. That's pretty freaking exciting, if you ask me. And maybe your own circumstances were not as severe as my own. It doesn't matter. You survived that relationship. You survived that job interview. You survived the car accident, right? You survived the loss of a loved one. You survived it. You survived it. It was hard as fuck, and you survived it. You made it. You're here. That's what we're celebrating, okay? That's what we're celebrating. You made it. Okay, Gemini energy all over the place right now. We got air energy really, 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 really deep. We've also got some really deep energy. We've got some lower chakra energy, which I'm in love with personally. I've seen the Hierophant twice just cutting the deck. Splitting the deck for some shuffles. The Hierophant is like out here to play. So listen, I'm a Hierophant reverse kind of a girl. You know, hey, there's the world. There it is. That's what I like to see. All right. Right off the top, look who came out to play. It's a new beginning. Literally, you get to start your life over again. You get to start your life over again. Your rules, your purpose, your path. Nobody else can tell you a dang thing about it. It's your life. You won the last round, right? You guys play games. I have kids. I'm forever playing games. You won the last round. You won. So now, you get to start new game board, your rules. I told you I saw it twice, just cutting the deck. Your rules. Not the rules of the status quo. Not the rules of society. Your rules. The Fool and the Hierophant. Yeah. That gives the Tower. I'm not going to lie. The Fool and the Hierophant together give me the Tower. Number 5, change. That gives me Tower energy. You've been willing to let something go. Okay. You've been willing to let something go. And I think this was something that you previously did hold on to tightly. And yeah, because you had invested a lot into it. Yeah. Yeah. Now, look, the Hierophant could represent someone in your life. There's someone in my life that has Hierophant energy for sure, but you're going to take this reading how it resonates for you, okay? The Hierophant represents organization, status quo. It could be a company, it could be a job. It's a new beginning, though. Ace of Wands with the Fool, like, look at that. It just gives new beginning. We got the number 4 out here, number 7, number 1, number 5. It's just a new beginning. Okay, so when I see the Fool, the Hierophant, 4 of Pentacles reversed, 7 of Wands, this is like, for some of you, it's a relationship, a traditional relationship. For some of you, it's a job. For some of you, it is how it's your worldview, honestly. That you've put a lot of, you've invested a lot. Like you know what you know. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, oh, I know how that goes. I know what that person likes because I've been with them for 20 years. I've been in this job for 15 years. I know my job like the back of my hand. That kind of thing. But the energy today is, nah, something new's happening. Something new. Something new. Passion. Passion. A new passion is coming in. Spirit, give me something on this Hierophant. Give me the Hierophant. So there was some deception before. And it's not just like a lie. It was like you were being told somebody was giving you something, but they were really taking something from you. Okay? They were really taking something from you. And it was immature. It was like, it's like, let me get some clarity on this. Let me know. What am I dealing with? Am I dealing with a relationship? Am I dealing with a job? What am I dealing with? Okay. I'm dealing with someone who's depressed. Okay. Page of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. I'm dealing with somebody who is depressed. And these 4 just came out together. I wish I could. I'm not making it up. I just got the King of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, and Wheel of Fortune together. Okay, this is a massive change. This is a massive change. If this is a person, this is a massive change for someone to go from Seven of Swords, Page of Swords, Five of Pentacles energy to King of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune energy. That's a massive change. It's a massive change. Now, what I'm feeling and getting is the change came in how you see something. There, something changed in how you view this situation. Give me more, Spirit. That's a lot more. Dang. Yeah. Yeah. It's like you saw this as a burden, but then you leveled yourself up. Empress and Nine of Pentacles. So it's almost like, I got two pages out here. Page of Wands, Page of Swords. So it's almost like you were in this situation where, I'm going to call this a relationship. I don't see the Lovers or the Two of Cups out here. No, it's a relationship. It's a relationship. So it's almost like both of you people, one of you were not mature. You were both in page energy, okay? And things were not straight at all. And it's actually, I think it was a burden for both of you, but you shifted how you see things. Excuse me, you shifted how you see things. You're now the Empress, and you're the Empress expressing as a King of Pentacles with a Nine of Pentacles energy. God dang. The Chariot, Temperance, the Star, and the Hermit. God bless America. That's all majors. I want to say this is a Divine Feminine reading because what's coming through is Baby Girl. Baby Girl, we got the Fool, the Hierophant, the Empress, the Wheel, the Temperance, the Star, Hermit, and the Chariot. This is a massive change that brings balance, wish fulfillment, and a new direction in your life. This is huge. This is huge. Yeah, and the end to conflict, whatever this conflict was. And I feel like this conflict was inner conflict. With the Hermit card being out here, I feel like this is an inner conflict that maybe caused external conflict in the relationship. But it was like, it's literally giving shadow work needed to be done. These two have been coming out together for a hot minute. So I definitely feel like it's a relationship. Yeah. The Death card. Death and the Knight of Cups. You know, what's coming through is you, especially with the Hierophant. I'm going to tell you how I'm getting it. I'm getting it like, instead of looking for, I'm here, looking for love in all the wrong places, looking for love. Instead of doing that, you figured out how to Nine of Pentacles. You figured out how to love yourself. You started offering yourself this cup of love, and it has drastically changed your life. Yeah, King of Cups reversed with strength. Drastically changed your life. Drastically changed your life. Wow. All these majors, this is like this is like, y'all, this is like this is like shadow work on fleek. I know we don't say that anymore, but that's what it's giving. It's giving your shadow work. Shadow master. God dang. Yeah. Because this is, honestly, this is a situation that was supposed to wear you down. But it didn't wear you down. I do believe it might have worn the other person down, though. But I'm going to tell you what. This is deep. Yeah. This other person is not in the same place as you are. They're not. They are burdened still. They are mentally anguished. They are tired. They are lacking self-love. They actually are not clear. You have a clarity this other person doesn't have. So if this is a relationship, holy shit, god damn, I'm so sorry. I apologize, but you guys, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to say. I'm just gonna listen. King of Swords, the Magician, Justice, and the Sun. If you know anything about tarot, you over there saying the same thing. You're like, God, what the hell? What the hello kitty? What the hell did you do? You changed. I'm gonna give it to you real effing straight. You were in an oppressive situation. That's all I'm gonna say. You were in an 8 of Swords, 10 of Wands situation. You literally did the work. And now you're sitting up here as the Empress. But you look like the King of Pentacles to everybody around you. I feel like the whole major arcana didn't come out here except for the World in the Tower or in the High Priestess and the Moon. No, this is real time. This is real time. And I love that. I love the Justice card. I love the Justice card with the Magician because it's like whatever you went through, it was so existential. It was so shadow work. Do you understand? Like it was so down in the shadows. Then now it's harvest time. It's full moon and Gemini release time. And this is happening in real time. It ain't in shadow realm. It ain't in the astral realm. This 3D right here. This 3D. And the justice, however this is, the justice is that you bossed up and this other person is bound. It's dang. God dang. No, give me something else because I know what I'm feeling. Shikes. Oh my God. Give me one more. Give me one more. I don't even know what to do with this. What the hell? Give me one more. Ace of Pentacles and the 4 of fucking Swords. Y'all, there ain't no cards left in the deck. You went through. The Lovers. I knew it. You went through. Okay, you guys know tarot. Tarot represents the journey of the soul. Okay. You went through it. Figuratively, literally. You went through it. You've been through it. What we talk about? Survivor. You survived the dark night of the soul. But beyond that, it's beyond that. Because Magician, you transmuted, translated, transformed, alchemized, hocus pocus, and bippity boppity goddamn dude. All of this. I'm telling you. And when it came down to choosing yourself and this other person, you chose yourself. Oh my God. And you rewrote the whole fucking script when you did that. You didn't flip the script. You rewrote the damn thing. You guys, I have a potty mouth, but this reading is also out. It's extraordinary. So I will not apologize. I just will acknowledge that I'm using profanity because holy shit. Oh my God. Okay, let's get an archangel out here, and we're gonna end because this is hype. I need to go back. Wow. Congratulations. Well done. That's what there is to say. Congratulations, baby. You did that. You freed yourself. This is your breakthrough. You went into the shadows. You got it out the mud. Woo! The power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work. Congratulations. And what I feel like this 3 of Pentacles is you and you and you. It's like your higher self, your lower self, and your middle self. Y'all, you integrated the hell out of that, baby. You integrated the hell out of that, baby. You integrated the hell out of that. Okay? Listen. I mean, what I'm here, fuck with me now. Can't nobody do it. 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 Because you did what people have not ever done. You integrated your higher, lower, and middle self. You understand what I'm saying? Do you understand that? Trees. Go back to tree people. Go back to Idrisil. It doesn't matter. Look at trees. The crown touches heaven. The roots go down to the lower world. But the part that you see, the bark that you can see, is in the middle world where you exist. The part that you can touch. You can touch the middle world. Baby, you made like a tree. You reached up into heaven. You reached down into the dirt. You got that out the mud. You brought it into integration point right here in the middle realm. And I'm telling you, you are unfuckable with, baby. Oh my God. Congratulations. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. And I'm telling you, what's so great, the moon and the high priest is not out here. It's not out here. The tower isn't out here. It's like this was always going to be the result of the work you did. You know what I'm saying? It was always going to end like the moment you stepped onto this path and said, bet I'm gonna do this work, bet I'm gonna do it. And listen, it's like 1 + 1 = 2. It was just like that. It was just like that. Now 2 didn't show up for maybe, I don't know, I'm here in 20 years, whatever the hell that is. I mean, I hope it probably was that long. I hope, I'm so sorry, because you're a survivor. I'm a survivor. Sometimes it'd be like that. Look, this dick don't even want to give a card. She said, I'm done. She said, I'm done. I can't do it. But it doesn't matter, because the 1 and the 1 was always going to equal the 2. You hear what I'm saying? It was always going to equal the 2. So high priestess moon, there's nothing to hide. Tower, what the what? Change? No, it was always going to be this. It was always going to be this. Oh, my goodness. And I don't even think you knew that. I think you thought, here's what I think. I think you thought that if you did the work, it would make your path easier. That's what I think you thought. That's what I think you thought. I don't think you thought that you was going to turn out a boss. I don't think you saw that part coming. I really don't. I think you were in a situation where it was so intense that you wanted to do the work for relief. You understand what I'm saying? You were just trying to feel better. That's what I feel like you were doing. Whenever this is for you, however this resonates for you, I think you went in like, well, this is uncomfortable. Let me do this work so I can get comfortable. Maybe even you thought, let me do this work so I can be a better version of myself. Maybe you even thought that, okay? But I don't think you expected to go I don't think you expected to go as far as you did. It's giving rabbit holes, giving Alice in Wonderland. I don't think you knew how far down you were going to tumble. Just like I don't think you knew or could predict how high you're about to fly. I don't think you did. A red-headed maiden sits at the edge of the sacred waters. She leans forward, seeking out images and answers from the surface of the pool. She has a desire to belong, to fit in with her kin. Stars stretch across the sky behind her, illuminating the blackness. The light enables her to see clearly and to follow the path. Each star is a gift of hope, a promise that a better future will come no matter what. Many waterfalls and springs flow around the maiden. Water is a healing symbol, as the springs bring life-sustaining nutrients to every living creature, both sick and healthy. Allow water to cure you, release your emotions and anxieties. Baby, I'm going to take a sea salt bath full of roses today. That's what I do in a full moon. I got my roses cut up in a bowl, my sea salt. Please, if you have not already, take your own full moon sea salt bath and allow it to just cleanse away all of the things that you've been through, all of it, from survivor's guilt to the trauma. Allow the release to happen in that water, and as the water flows down the drain, know that it is done. You won. Celebrate yourself, my love. You are extraordinary. Continue to trust your process, your path, and your purpose. Ashe.